Good evening and welcome to the City of Graham Appearance Commission meeting agenda for tonight will be, March 2nd, 2026 will be as follows. We call the meeting to order now at 6 o'clock. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll now have just a moment of silence. Commission, we're looking at the minutes from January 2026. Has everyone had an opportunity to view those? And if so, are there any corrections needed at this time?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. The items of discussion today, we're going to follow up on the art contest and prizes contest for Arbor Day. Representative here that would like to come forth, state your name, address.
Brandy McCandless. I work with Graham Recreation and Parks.
Yes, ma'am. So, Ms. McCandless, we're going to follow up on your contest, and I've gotten a head start on everybody. I went by 2 places of business today and left messages for some prizes.
So for the art contest and for all of our Arbor Day events, all of the information has went out through a press release to all of our local media. We've sent it out through our email distribution list, through our registration software, as well as added it to the Active Alamance app. So it's going out. We've got flyers that we're beginning to post. And for the art contest, I have reached out to the Alamance Burlington School System, to their public information office, Grace Christian Academy, Rivermill Academy, Alamance Arts, Alamance Partnership for Children, Children's Museum of Alamance County, and also followed up with Peak Resources of Alamance, following Zipporah's email. So hopefully we get some responses for the Arbor Day contest. And again, the theme was all about trees, and there's several different media options for folks to submit, and they can drop prizes off at the Graham Recreation Center, and I've made staff at the center aware to keep an eye out for those. And once they're dropped off, I'll pick them up, take them to my office for safekeepings until the April meeting on April 6th, when a decision will be made for the winners. And or if it's like a poem, they can email it to our Arbor Day and Graham email. So at this time for tonight, I was just following up. We set a deadline for middle of March for prizes. That way we can recognize sponsors through our publicity for the Arbor Day and Graham activities. And we need 5 age-appropriate prizes for the art contest. And that was the preschool, elementary, middle school, high school, and adult categories. Are there any updates on prizes, or are we sticking with the middle of March? I didn't know if anything.
I can go out on Thursday. I've been out of town, but Thursday I'm off, so I can go out and, start soliciting the businesses. Okay,
Is the middle of March still a good deadline
I
for
think so.
those prizes?
I think so.
And then 6 prizes for the rock hunt will be needed as well. So
Yeah.
11 prizes total. We do still have the Buffalo Lanes Mebane gift cards if they're still valid. And I think you said they would extend it. There's 3 $50 gift cards and 3 $25 gift cards. And then we also have a couple of prizes left over from last year's rock hunt that were not claimed as well. And those were, see if I can. It was for a $25 gift card to the Broom Closet and a $20 gift card to Sutton's.
Buttons.
If you want to follow up to see if they're still wanting to use those, and those could be 2 prizes. So I don't know if you want to, the Buffalo Lanes and those 2 prizes, if you're wanting to put those in use those for any of the 11 prizes that we need.
So you
And just
indicated
decide
And,
what they're
yeah.
going to be.
there were 350 and 325 or 350 and 225?
3 $50 gift cards and 3 $25 gift
Yeah,
cards.
that's what I had, okay. And then
And
Sutton,
none of them were used?
some of
We,
them were
we
just,
did give some out as raffle prizes at the tree planting ceremony.
Okay.
We just had so many at that time.
Okay.
We didn't have enough contests to give all the prizes out.
Those are good.
and then the broom closet was $20?
Broom Closet gift card was $25 and
Uh-huh.
the Sutton's gift card was $20.
20. Mhm. And so I'll follow up with Sutton's. Someone wants to follow up with broom closet? Okay, all right. So we'll get those confirmed this week. I have all of things above and wits. And I asked for 5 prizes for age appropriate, and I listed the categories on each message. So hopefully they'll get back to me soon.
Great.
So does that add up to 11?
It's if they want to use those.
If they,
for-
if we, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you wanted them by mid-March. Do you have a more exact date as to when you might prefer to get them, or?
I think it was March 16th.
16th.
Okay.
Mhm.
So how many do we need total then?
11.
11.
11 on top of what we have?
No, 11 total. So there's
Okay.
6 from Buffalo Lanes Mebane,
Right,
1 from Broom Closet, and 1 from Sutton's.
okay.
But yes, we do need
So
11
we have
total,
8.
if they're still all valid.
Okay.
Check with Sutton's.
So we really only need 3 more?
Correct. If
Wow.
everything's valid, yeah.
That's easy peasy.
So I want to say, I know the businesses do like to be involved in this. Can we do a raffle again, maybe at the, just to get their names out there? Do a raffle again for the tree planting or something like last year?
If you would like to do a raffle at the tree planting.
Oh,
Like an
raffle
attendant-
of the people
like
that
an
are there.
attendant?
Yeah, for the.
Yeah, for the ones that are in attendance, that's what we did last year.
So do you
Everyone
wanna-
Received a ticket, I believe it was
Did
a ticket.
you, yeah, provide the ticket,
Hmm.
or I did, the blue?
We
ticket?
have tickets, we can
Okay,
provide
yeah.
tickets.
Okay,
Because again, I think getting more of the businesses, getting their names out there, you know, right? Being able to shout them out.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about any of the current events, including the art contest or the rock hunt?
I have a question. The scavenger hunt, Eco Explorer, what is that? The tree scavenger hunt?
So at Bill Cook Park, South Graham Park, and Grand Mebane Lake, they're all Eco Explore locations. It's through the North Carolina Arboretum. And kids can join the Eco Explore program, and they go out and take pictures on different themes. It'll be botany season during Arbor Day in Graham. Right now, we're in, January and February were ornithology season. So they'd go out and take pictures of birds, and they could get points to earn all types of nature swag. And like during botany season, they can go out and take plants. Families receive emails, has like YouTube videos telling them about the season, things to look for, ways to earn their badges. And when they submit photos of what they found, it goes through the iNaturalist app, and it's part of a citizen scientist program. So they're actually cataloged, they are reviewed. And like I said, they can get swag through these. And through those hotspots, it's a way to earn extra points when they visit the nature trail at South Graham Park or Bill Cook Park or Grand Mebane Lake. But at those sites, we just installed as of Friday, an actual mailbox at the nature trail at South Grand Park, and they will have scavenger hunts in those. So during Arbor Day in Graham, there'll be tree-related scavenger hunts, which will encourage them to get out on the trail and look and try to ID different types of plants. And those scavenger hunts will also be available on social media and on our website. So if they want to print those or just upload them while they're with their parents, it's another opportunity to encourage them to get outdoors and look at our trees and to have an education piece. And it's a free for the kids to go.
Nice, yeah. Any other questions about the contest?
Flyer
Okay.
looks really good.
Thank you.
Tree planting ceremony schedule?
So for the tree planting ceremony schedule, we just need to confirm if these items that we've done in the past, do we want to keep this same schedule and these same components? And then if so, I just need to know who will be speaking for each of those parts. And they all have the schedule. You
Yeah,
sent them the packet. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the
Mhm.
packet. It's also on the TV screen right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we got that in the packet, yeah. And so, invocation, I had reached out to Pastor Thorpe, who has been with us before. Also was just at the, I'm not sure if he responded yet, but,
What was that name you said?
Derek Thorpe Senior.
Derek Thorpe. Perfect.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm waiting on him to respond back. What date do you need that by?
I would like to have us have a final schedule by the April 6th meeting.
Okay. And if he's not able to do it, I can do it. We'll have it covered.
And in the past, the mayor has been there to present the flag and to give welcoming remarks. And then to also tell about the city of Graham being a Tree City USA and reading the Arbor Day proclamation at the event. So if you were available. All right, so we've confirmed that.
Yep.
For the proclamation, that's something you put forward to the council to claim?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you've already received
I have
proclamation.
received the Tree City.
Yeah, tree, it comes from Tree City.
I have not received it. I received an email saying that it's coming.
Okay,
We are gonna be recognized. I don't actually have the packet yet.
okay.
Okay.
Um,
All right, so conversations have been had
Yeah.
for the Tree City USA and the information we need for the event. And then the North Carolina Forest Service, Smokey the Bear will not be able to be there because they have another event that day, but they're trying to get someone from the Forest Service to be there to read on their behalf as well. And then the commission would usually have someone talk about Arbor Day in Graham and why we have Arbor Day in Graham, the event, and talk about the Arbor Day history. And then the importance and wise stewardship and contribution of trees. And I'm not sure if most of the time, the script's already provided by you guys. I don't know if y'all still have it from previous years. And I just need to know who's going to be reading each of those parts.
Okay, so you guys read last year. You were also read last year. Miss Emily, would you like to participate? Are you going to be able to be there?
Yes, I should be there.
Would you like to be one of the readers? Yes. Sure. Good, so Mr. Britt.
Whatever you want me to read.
Okay, and we need one more. Is this now, this is just for,
All the blank spots on the schedule.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the third page from the back.
so, okay, so let's see.
Yes.
Bernadette, you're not sure, so let's just not put you in for anything. Ms. Cheryl, are you planning to be there?
Yes.
And Brandy, now you have been submitting, the speeches for the type of tree. You're gonna be doing that as well, right?
Yes, the only script I provide is the information about the tree.
Okay. Mr. Britt, you wanna, we'll put Mr. Britt there. He did a wonderful job last year.
Sure.
Thank you. Invocation, we're gonna put Pastor Thorpe or ZW. I'll have somebody there. Pledge allegiance. About Arbor Day. Would you like to do about Arbor Day, or would you like to do, Arbor Day in Graham? Cheryl, you take whichever. Okay, so we're gonna assign them. Okay, so Cheryl, you want to do Arbor Day, history?
Overall history? Yep.
Okay. About Arbor Day in Graham, and then we got the important is wise stewardship of contribution of trees.
So just,
And-
just to make sure we can hear you guys, you're saying you want Mr. Britt is gonna do the type of tree. Mr.
Yes.
Ray is gonna do Arbor Day history. And if I believe I'm correct, you had Miss Odell on
Yes.
one as well. Which one did you have her on?
I have Miss Odell for about Arbor Day in Graham,
Okay.
and you can find that information online. Pretty much of the history is already there. And the importance of wise stewardship and contribution of people. And I can do the importance and wise stewardship and contribution of trees. I think that's the only one that's left. Do we have anyone else that you think may want to read it?
There's also someone to recognize the sponsors and who wants to head up the raffle drawings for the participants.
Okay, I'll do that. And Cheryl, you want to join me?
Whatever you need.
Are we still wanting to have the music?
I think we could have some music. It may be different music. But I'm trying to work on that as well. I don't think, our previous performers will be there.
Because we could just have,
But
we could
you
get
have,
rid of the Star Spangled Banner, but we could keep the plant conservation trees and we could just play it as background music while we are planting the tree.
so not have, you don't necessarily, if we don't get any live singers, it won't mess up your.
No.
Perfect.
All right. So I'll just
I'll-
plan to find the music to play in the background while the tree's being planted.
Okay.
We have had a submission for a tree to be planted. And right now, our director has that. They've not requested a certain type of tree. So at that time, we leave it up to our park staff to make the decision for the best tree for the area we're planting in. And we are planting a red oak. An oak by the playground at Bill Cook Park on that day. So I'll have more information about that when we know the exact type of tree. And I'll let you know exactly who that tree is going to
When
be.
is your deadline for them to, suggest a type of tree?
When they submit their form, there is a space on there for them to put the type of tree. And they did
If
not,
They did not, they omitted to do, okay. I'll let
but
them-
it's also depending on where that tree is going to be, our park staff will decide just to make sure that is the ideal location for that type of tree. But they're ordering those trees now to
Okay.
come soon.
Well, we'll just, let,
Oh, they've already been ordered.
then that's a bit.
Okay.
That's,
I told them this was specific.
Okay. Okay.
is that the only one you think you guys are gonna get, or is there a potential that guys might get more tree donation applications?
Three that we know of at this moment.
hmm
Gotcha.
And we usually only plant one, for this ceremony.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Just want to make sure they wouldn't have to like decide between multiple. And if that was to be the case, would they have to make that decision on the April meeting?
Well, when the trees come in, when someone requests a tree to be, planted in a park, it goes to our director. The trees actually go through the Friends of Graham Recreation and Parks. It goes through that committee. They're the ones who handle all of our tree donations that come through Recreation and Parks.
Okay.
So they would make the selection. In the past, the trees that we had planted, in our parks have, well, since I've been here, have mostly been former, City of Graham employees or someone who has been directly connected to the city or made contributions to the city or to the parks. And that's who they've been planted for. So this is kind of new this year, is it is someone from the community who has made contributions to our community, but it's a new way we've done it. They're not directly a city employee or, have been on a board or a commission like we have in the past.
That sounds good. Yeah, I just wanted to verify that if we were to get like multiple applications, it's the Friends of, what was it, the trees?
Friends of Graham Recreation and
The
Parks.
Friends of Grand, they're the ones that decide, not the tree board.
Mm-hmm,
Gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So Brandy, on one of the pages you gave, it does say the tree board confirmed with the family if they're gonna be in attendance. Is that still the case?
We'll reach out.
Okay.
Since we have all that information on their form, we'll reach out to see if, the
Okay.
family's gonna be there, and then if anyone wants to speak.
I can answer for that. I have spoken with family members. They are going to be in attendance and they do plan to speak.
Okay, good. I think, that covers most of the ceremony. And then April 6th, we can just make sure everything is still good to go and confirm a few things.
So let me just ask here. So where it says tree planting in honor of memory of and remembering, that would be someone to pretty much kind of announce who we're remembering and then allowing the family to come up. So we still need someone to kind of be that ambassador to say this year.
Do that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's a placeholder that we needed. I think you'd be appropriate.
Okay.
Thank you for your thoughts, Cheryl. Okay. But other than that, I think, Randy, you need the final schedule by
April 6th.
April 6th. Okay.
I mean, it seems like we have everything
Well, thank you.
lined up, but I'll get everything typed up for you. And, well, by April 6th, we should be able to announce who the tree is going to be planted in memory of as well.
And you will provide the tickets for the raffle.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to kind of reiterate, we have 8 prizes, and we need to verify if they're all valid. And
Correct.
assuming they are, we'll have 3 left that they'll need to get together, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have different lanes according to your age at the Buffalo lanes. Do they have different lanes like where it's the what?
The bumper boards.
All the lanes are the same.
Okay, because we're talking about age
And they're-
appropriate. That's why I'm trying to
And
figure
they're actually not bowling gift certificates, they're for the game room.
so the little kids will be,
But it's good for the kids.
yeah,
too.
for little kids.
It's
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah, good. Okay, just trying to make sure that we can utilize those in the capacities of the different age groups and then not just for adults. So that clarifies that. So we're good. So we can
Yeah.
still count those into the numbers.
Buffalo
to
Lanes has
speak.
always been a family center with no alcohol and no smoking, so.
I'll pull the text from each of the certificates and send it to Jonathan to send out. So when you reach out to these businesses, you'll know exactly what those gift certificates are for. If it
Yeah.
has, if it's for something specific.
Age appropriateness, because Sutton's, I guess any person could go in there, any age group, broom closet. Not
For
so-
adults.
Not so much, yes, adults. And so I think we just keep at the grindstone and get more gifts because it seems like we're gonna be stuck in one category with these, what we have here, the 8. So we're gonna try to collect on the, K through 12 as well.
Okay.
You'll have plenty.
Any other Arbor Day related stuff we need to be updated on, or you guys have any questions about?
Anybody have anything we see that's left blank? I think we got it.
All right, I guess the focus now will be on the prizes, and once we get those figured out, we can get the schedule finalized and have that ready to present on the, during the April meeting.
Tim, do you have anything else? Okay. Then we're good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, there is one other thing, Ms. McCandless. You did address it, and I know that you have, but about the seating, so we'll be okay to have the seating for the people coming from Peak Resources. Some of them may need some type of seating.
We have folding chairs, and
Yeah.
we're more than happy to make accommodations for
Yes, ma'am.
the Peak Resources residents. I just need to know how many in order to get those out to the park.
When would you need that information by?
Middle of April would be great,
Okay.
at least a week before, just to make sure we don't have chairs being rented out, and I make sure I can get those from the right facility.
We also need to realize that there's handicap accessible there, but it's a sidewalk that goes to a playground. And that, we're going below that, to the right of that. My understanding is where we're gonna plant the tree, right? To the right of that. That's where we talked.
To the right of the sidewalk when you're looking at the playground. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's an uneven,
It dips down.
it's down. So
What about,
There is the sidewalk.
what about
that-
the shelter, shelter 2, shelter 1? Shelter 1, yeah.
They
Okay,
can sit under the shelter.
I
but they
think
would
that-
be right by.
by the area,
Mhm.
and I think maybe we could sit them there.
Okay.
We could see, yeah.
There's a
Shelter
couple of
1 would be
options.
appropriate, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else? No. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Covington. Okay, future project plans.
Yeah,
Ed-
so we have
And
some,
Brandy. Thank you, Brandy.
Oh, I thanked her a million times before she sat down, I'm sure.
Tim just sat there the whole time.
I think
Part of the team. He is.
he is a team player.
Supervising.
Expertise.
all right, so I wanted to follow up with you guys about some kind of research we've done with pertaining to a request that kind of came in last month with Renee Russell, talking about wayfinding signs. And I spoke extensively with Aaron Holland about it and Cameron. And we just kind of wanted to clarify, and the mayor can back me up on this as the council liaison if she would like, that if this is something you guys want to happen, it definitely would be good to kind of have a concrete draft proposal to present to city council sometime later this spring, maybe once we get done with the Arbor Day activities. Where we kind of are, where you guys are able to determine, where these signs would be located. Are these going to be pedestrian or traffic signs? And also, I think most importantly, the kind of cost estimate as to how much this project would cost. Obviously, I know you guys would want to coordinate with Renee Russell and one of the downtown business organizations like the Downtown Graham Collective or maybe GABA, whatever, to kind of maybe assist with funding. But I guess something concrete, definitely on paper that we can present to the council for them to approve or deny, or at least consistent when they're making the budget for the next fiscal year, if we want something to happen with respect to that. So I just wanted to throw that out there if you guys have any questions or want to discuss that more.
It would be my suggestion, and I know I haven't spoken with Mr. Britt about this, but he is more capable of being able to go out and scout with the town and figure out the spots, and he's intuitive to that type of information, and he can bring it back to us if he has the available time, and he can schedule it with someone on staff, and maybe they can tell us the appropriate places and how they should be positioned, because I've not been in that engineering field, And I'm sure he has been a part of some similar situations. And I think it would be if we could ask Mr. Britt to go out. We could join them if you like, but let him head that up. And then maybe we could work alongside with the city.
I think the need would be less,
Employee.
less from y'all, would be less like the engineering and the kind of use know-how, and more so kind of collaborating with the businesses, since the request came from the businesses and it's for the business about where they want the signs and kind of what purpose they want the signs to kind of serve. And then from there.
And that's fine. I
Yeah.
do hear that and I heard them as well, but it also is going to make a matter of where the signs and how they are positioned.
Mhm.
That you just can't stick them here because the business owner wants them here. They have to be a certain foot from the curve. There's a lot of things that comes up with that.
Yeah.
So I myself, I would want to make sure that we have someone out there that would be able to follow that protocol and making sure that the things are in place correctly, because somebody comes down, they bump into one or something happens, and then they go back and they say, okay, well, how is it positioned? And if it's not in the right place, you can be causing the city a lot of headache that we don't need.
I think that would be on the town itself to do. We just
Well, but
gotta
they-
find out, do you want it on the corner? Do you want it, where? And then they
Right.
can work that out.
I think conditions would be imposed upon.
Well, they said something about manpower, so we have to go back and listen to what has been said and make sure we're adhering to what they're talking about as far as manpower, supplying people to go out. So maybe city council could assign them to do that, but certainly this board cannot. Because I can't say, can you take off work at 4 o'clock and meet Mr. Britt or myself downtown to tell us about positioning signs? So we have to be careful about a lot of things too, because we're being kind of looked at as that, well, you can't
Yeah.
really.
I understand what you're saying. And I don't think it needs to be anything that in-depth. I think the more important part, like a general idea of where they might be located, I think is fine. I think the more important part, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is really knowing how much these signs are going to cost to produce and place. And then as far as the logistics regarding where they can go and what the setback from the right of way has to be and all that can be kind of determined later upon approval. But I think the big thing would be knowing exactly what kind of signs we want, how much those signs are going to cost, and when we kind of want this to happen essentially, and where they're going to be generally is kind of what.
And
we
we've asked that
first.
several times, and we're trying to figure out where the funding is going to come from as well, because we certainly don't have that in our budget to
Mhm.
be able to afford that. So
Yeah,
I think we need to start with funding, and then we would go work ourselves back to positioning. But we need to know where the money is coming from first.
yeah, and that's exactly, I think why, going to city council would be the best place to start. Because especially on the kind of turnaround with the next fiscal year, kind of presenting this idea and having a more concrete kind of game plan to give them will kind of help move us into having a more better idea of like what we're going to do with regards to funding essentially, and where that money may come from if it's going to happen. But yeah. That's all I have to say regarding that. I mean, if you
Thank you,
guys,
sir.
obviously, this is not like an urgent thing. This is definitely something we can kind of
Well-
kick down the road until after Arbor Day is figured out, maybe for the May meeting, when we follow up with the appearance awards and some of the other stuff we discussed last month. But just want to throw it out there and kind of just plant the idea in y'all's head so you guys can start brainstorming it and come up with ideas and maybe have something a little bit more concrete to give us, maybe closer to May.
Thank you.
I'd like to address, I know we have, Creek Week, cleanup. So last year, NCDOT is the entity that, kind of sponsors this like litter sweep, make, beautification, make things look, better. And so they do it biannually. So April is one of the dates, and I know April is already a busy month with Arbor Day and other things. But they also do it in September. I believe it's the last 2 weeks of September. So I'm not sure. I know we have it as a placeholder because they do a spring and a fall. So I'm not sure if our goal was spring or our goal was September, for coordinating that, knowing that Arbor Day, is April. So I just want to bring that to see if that's conversation here.
Yeah, and that's why I highlighted it, because I know it was something that was kind of thrown out there, I think back during the January meeting. So that's why I highlighted it, so we can maybe follow up and see.
Yeah.
Sounds like we already got a lot on our plate for April, so if you want to kind of reschedule that for September, that's definitely something I can put on the revised calendar and, something we can kind of kick down the road to later in the year.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Perfect.
September. Okay.
Yeah,
So what's being suggested is September. Is that good?
make a motion to agree on that.
Do I have a motion to agree that we will move this particular item to September?
The DOT cleanup?
Yes. Is there a second for that motion? That
I'll
we
second.
move- Thank you. So the Creek Week cleanup is going to move from April to September. And then we can think of something else to go into the slot for, that we're having vacant now for April. Any suggestions on what we could maybe add for April?
Arbor Day.
Yeah, I
And
think,
just leave,
yeah.
just leave Arbor Day. Okay, so
They
just
keep the
leave that
focus on
in
Arbor
now,
Day.
Arbor Day, so nothing else to be added there. Very good, okay, I'll agree. So now, any other suggestions for our schedule? July, we have left open because normally the times that we're expected to meet is during the holiday, you guys' holiday, so, we'll just keep that as it is. So then we're in August, September, October. Okay, looks like we have a pretty good plan ahead. I think more importantly than, them coming to the board, asking us, particulars about what we have, as far as our plans, I would like to hear more from the council. I would like for them to present to us, what are their, what do they foresee? Based on what's happened in the past, how can we improve? Maybe they could give us some hints, on things that maybe we should be focused and concentrating on. I don't want to speak to the city not having the backup, because subsequently what's going to have to happen is that we're going to have to go back to the council for permission to do certain things. So I would like to see if we can reverse that responsibility and have council come to us and meet with us and maybe discuss with us some of their ideas on what they would like to see going forth. Instead of us doing the work and then coming back and doing cleanup and saying, no, we can't do this, that wouldn't be good. So I would like to see that happen. That's where I am.
Sure, yeah, I mean, I can't speak on behalf of the council themselves, but I mean, I think, when it comes to getting any kind of, having a project idea and seeing that project kind of realized in the city, I think, city council is ultimately the ultimate authority when it comes to approving funding and approving projects and making this stuff happen as we, as it's laid out. So, I think furthering the conversation between the Appearance Commission and City Council broadly, but in both directions, I think is something that should happen and a good idea if for getting these projects, that are on paper and are ideas to actually be realized. So,
And that would be great because we need that leadership. Are there any updates from the city council?
Yeah, I was gonna add that, it's a responsibility of the commissions to report to us. So I would say that we will keep that report where you guys come and present something, but definitely have a list of questions there because we would love to, I mean, we are 5 different people up there, just like you guys are 5 different people. So asking all of us at the same time, you'll probably get a couple different answers, but you will have something to go back and work with.
And
But I
when
will
did you
say that
want the report to be presented?
Sorry,
When was the report?
it was just a request to
Do-
put that on your calendar. We don't
And-
have anything formalized, so whatever works best for you guys.
And looking at the previous minutes wouldn't give you an idea of what's been done? I mean, I don't know who's available to
I mean, it's pretty,
pull this report together
I don't think it's
It-
that sophisticated.
No.
So it's, I mean, it's basically, I mean, since I've been on the board, there hasn't been a report from this thing, but she's saying a standard that is what happens. It's like any other commission board you report on, you go give a quick 5 minute, typically during public speaking comment area, you can give 5 minutes. And I'll say my recommendation, and we can work on it together, what we want to say accomplished in this last year.
Okay.
Those kind of things. There's lots of things to be proud of and lots of goals that we may have. But it's always great to time those around budgetary time, because
Mhm.
then you show your impact back to council, and you can then make your request at the same time and token. That's just a recommendation from what I've seen. I don't know if anybody else has any.
I agree with that. Yeah, we can get it together. And the new budget is available July 1, so have it in by maybe May, to give them time to review it if they have any.
May 12th is when we're gonna see the draft budget, so if it could
Mm.
be
Prior to that.
before then, but I understand if not. But really, it can be 5 minutes of, hey, this is when we're doing our appearance awards. This is the grants that we've given out. We're looking at wayfinding. We think it's gonna be in the ballpark of 30 to 50,000. Can you find that in your budget? I apologize for my circus act up here. But yeah, something very, very slim. It's not on you guys to find that budget. We're here, you're just helping us you're the appearance people. Help us figure out what looks nice and we'll find the budget stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah, just something concrete that they can decide on, I think is kind of what I want to get across with that.
So what we'll do some research and find out the cost for the wayfinding signs, have that in there, real quick, talk about some of the grants that we have presented. And then just wrap it up with what our future goals are.
Yeah.
Like
And-
that, okay.
And all the pressure doesn't have to be on you guys. Like, I'd recommend coordinating with the local businesses and these local business organizations to kind of assist you guys and, come up with some sort of game plan, where you guys really like are able to piece out what these signs are. Are they for cars? Are they for pedestrians? Where are they going to be? All that stuff. And then, obviously the cost is a part of that. I think if you're doing that, then all the pressure isn't going to be on you guys solely. It could be more of a collaborative effort with downtown and with the community. So-
And Renee has put together an entire presentation on this. I haven't seen it, but if you could at least request a copy of that from her and you can kind of have something to work off of.
I was just gonna say, let's go back to Renee.
She's on the
Starting point, so
meeting
we can,
Renee.
so
Yeah.
we can see what information she already has.
And she's a designer
Yes.
and downtown,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen her presentation, but she's got one to work off of at least. Do y'all have any other questions for me? I know that was distracting.
Do you?
Well, I know we need to formally, per what Brandy gave us, we need to formally invite the city council to Arbor Day, which could be by email, or do we think we could, April, I know like next Tuesday is probably too soon, but maybe maybe we can fill in something and target that spot to go before council as a collective, right? Maybe we all stand there, but we let our fearless leader be the one to talk on April 12th, just for that 5-minute report. And at the same time, we could formally invite them to come to Arbor Day, the celebration. So it
Okay.
gives, I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's
Well, I
April
mean, really, we could pull this, if they're gonna have enough time on their schedule that night, we can go ahead and just do the presentation at the same time, then we didn't have to go 2 months back to back. I mean, because it seems kind of, I don't know how your schedule is for April 12th, but we could maybe just go ahead and do the presentation
Are we talking about at the council meeting?
at the council
Okay.
meeting.
Are you trying to come to the April meeting or the March meeting? Because I'm hearing
Well,
two different
I
things.
thought
I thought April meeting, so we can invite and
Okay.
have an opening, so we
Should
could
we
just
con-
combine these.
We should probably contact to get on the agenda, because isn't it 3 minutes? Is that been voted on?
It's 4 minutes right now. It goes down to 2 minutes if we vote on that procedure.
Okay, so
Um,
just for sake, I think.
But I
April
can
12th,
ask Renee to get you on the
We could,
agenda.
just so we have some time allocated on the agenda, so that we don't have to fall under that 2-minute perhaps, speaking requirement, because you go before in public comments, you have to stick to the public comments criteria. But if we get put on the agenda, we could take 5 minutes and that would be fine, or 6 minutes or 7 minutes, whatever.
And then the council, and you can have a dialogue, you can ask questions back and forth. It's more
Have
of
a
a,
choice.
an
Okay.
item and less just of a you
Okay.
speaking at us.
So will it be, how would we come together to be able to meet, to compile the information that we want to present as far as what we've done? Because we not supposed to speak more than two, or, and I need for someone to really look at that and read it back so we can be, exact on what it is that we are kind of bind to, because it makes no.
I would suggest that you guys pick your bullet points tonight and then have one of you say, yeah, I'm gonna flesh out the bullet points. Jonathan can email everybody, and then next meeting you can make edits to that. Because you are under open meeting law. So if you want to talk about the appearance awards, the grants, and Arbor Day, somebody else will go and flesh it out. Does that make sense? Because it is, you can't meet technically all 5 of you or even 3 of you together.
We all just happen to be at the council meeting at the same time.
You can meet together and not talk about city business. You can all go to a cookout.
That's what I'm
together.
saying, yeah.
So just to clarify, it sounds like you guys want to present to city council at their April meeting and get on that April agenda. So you guys, I imagine you guys want to have at least some sort of concrete bullet point fleshed out. I'm assuming you guys are going to coordinate with Renee Russell or whoever to
Ooh.
kind of get that stuff figured out pertaining to the way.
Renee
everything's done.
Russell, Renee Ward, who are we talking?
Renee
Renee
Ward's
Russell.
our clerk
Clerk.
that will
Oh,
get
who
you
are
on the
we-
agenda. Renee Russell has the presentation that you can work off of.
Renee Russell is who I called about the presentation. I
Yeah.
didn't put a last name yet because I'm.
Well, yeah, if you guys are able
So-
to coordinate with Renee Russell, not Ward, Renee Russell, and get some bullet points, get something concrete kind of written down. And whoever you guys want to kind of coordinate that, communicate with me and I can,
Well, then, question then, would we want her instead of waiting till May, we want her next month?
Yeah, April, so we have to check her schedule to make sure,
I
you
can
know.
send her a text.
you know,
Okay.
it's probably not a bad idea.
And as far as with the Renee Ward, would it be appropriate if Cheryl and I could meet with Renee Ward? Would that be against the open meeting?
No,
Ward?
the 2 of you can
Renee
meet together,
Russell, thank you, sir.
but I don't think you need to meet with Renee Ward. That's just to get
Renee Russell, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I said-
yeah, the 2 of you can meet with Renee Russell.
I think that'd be good. So you want to call in and schedule that for us? Okay, because it's your schedule.
Okay.
Perfect.
So based
Okay.
on your
So
schedule.
I
anytime
am
after one.
texting Renee about the April meeting.
Sounds like we need they want to be on the agenda for the city council in April. And it sounds like they want Renee Russell to come at the April meeting prior to the city council April meeting for the next appearance commission meeting to kind of go over what you guys are going to work on in between then and now. And hopefully by that April meeting, you guys will have something kind of concrete we can discuss to prepare our presentation for city council.
The 2 of us can work on it and then we can send it to Jonathan and then feedback can go through Jonathan,
Yeah,
right?
and I could put it on the agenda for the appearance commission in April. And then you guys be ready for
Let me
the city
know.
council meeting.
Great.
Next.
Any other questions?
Well, I had,
Sure.
no,
Oh,
thank you
okay.
so much.
Thank you guys. I
Yeah,
really
thank
appreciate
you so
everything
much.
y'all do.
We will concur with everything that's been said here tonight. We will try to do our best in making a good presentation.
You guys make a motion?
And so we'll make two,
What are we motioning for?
Hmm?
what are we motioning for?
To approve what's been said?
We didn't spend any money, Jonathan.
Maybe I'm speaking out of place. I apologize.
I don't know. No,
We
you're
need a
good.
motion.
You're always
What's
welcome.
up?
Still new here, sorry.
That's okay, that's nothing.
Sorry, I have a follow-up.
No.
April meeting is April 6th,
Oh, it's
right?
The week
Correct.
before.
And that's Easter Monday. Should I-
Oh, you
said,
mean
uh, yeah.
our meeting?
Yeah,
Our meeting
is
is,
Yeah,
Easter
the appearance
Monday.
commission is on April 6th. That is correct. It is,
it's not a city holiday.
No.
I don't believe we have
I
that.
was just
off.
checking.
Good Friday's the holiday.
here.
Yeah, we're
And
good.
after
Yeah,
Easter's
yeah,
fine.
we should be fine.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem.
He rose. What we can say? Business goes on.
Sure. Okay, so.
And then at that April meeting, we'll flush out our bullet points for the council and pick
Yeah.
somebody to present it.
Well, I would hope by the April.
But I'm sorry, what was Mr. Britt's comment?
I just said at the next April meeting, our meeting,
April
we will
6th.
flush out our bullet points for the council and
We
then,
haven't met
We were
before
going
then.
to- It will get sent out and then we can give feedback at that meeting. Is that a good plan?
sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. Okay.
And then Renee, and then I'm reaching out to Renee. Okay.
And then we'll meet.
If you
Okay.
guys have any,
got a lot of
any
meetings.
questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can help you all out.
And
for your-
yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you do an excellent job. And I want to thank you for just jumping in and just being available. And you're very responsive, easy to work with.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so, who is the lady in the audience? Oh, who's my mom? I just want to make sure we're not overlooking our guests. Well, thank you for coming out, Mom. Okay, very good. We want to show ourselves friendly now. Staff updates.
Yeah, I do have an update, a positive, update on the banners, the banner signs. So we got the logos created as we discussed last meeting. So now we're kind of in the point where we got a head count of how many banners we got out there. Looks like we got about 58 banners hanging outside. And originally it looks like we ordered about 105 banners back in 2018. So it's kind of up in the air as to whether we still have those other banners or whether they were disposed of at some point. But regardless, Kaylee, our PR manager, our specialist who you guys met last month, is working on kind of finding a contractor and getting the designs and the concepts together. And we kind of have agreed that it'd be good for her to come during the May Appearance Commission meeting to present those design concepts and kind of run it through you guys. So yeah, I guess we're at the point right now where we're trying to get those concepts compiled as well as kind of how much it's going to cost. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. If you all have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.
I did have one question. Did we ever finalize with Mr. Covington exactly which poles we were to be concerned about? Because they were saying some poles would do power poles in that we.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that one
Yeah,
specifically.
if you go back and look at previous minutes, it's just going to reflect that we've been asking for a number about poles.
I think that's what he was saying. They have 58 out right now.
Right,
So if there's 58 banners, we're just
Yeah.
replacing the ones
We're
that are
just
there
gonna
now.
replace those.
yeah,
Not adding
Okay.
any.
And so, yeah,
yeah.
so
Because we had
58.
talked about extending the area going.
Oh,
further.
yeah, I mean, definitely, we could probably find
No,
more
but-
poles to put them on.
Yeah.
Wait, no, yeah.
What was that?
sh-
GABA was behind the other set of banners. And so if we're looking for the other 105 that wasn't used, check with GABA.
Yes, that's what I know. Okay, thank you. Okay, very good. Gotcha.
I could touch base with Aaron and Kaylee about that as well and see, but
So you're gonna handle that part for us?
yes,
You're
ma'am.
gonna
Yeah,
check,
yeah.
okay, very good.
Like they're the old design, so I don't know but if you're just wondering where they are,
I don't know if
I
it,
would just check with
I
GABA.
I don't think that's the,
But we wouldn't be able to use that because we're gonna be using a new logo on everything now.
as far as I'm aware, the goal right now is to kind of just get a head count of how many are out there currently.
Okay,
And that way we know how many we want to replace. As far as adding any more than that, that's something I'd have to touch base with Kaylee and Aaron about.
okay, so we're at 58.
We have 58
Oh,
hanging up
okay.
outside. right
Okay,
now.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Anything else? If there's nothing else, we thank everyone for coming out tonight and we have
Motion to adjourn.
most adjourned. And so I
Second.
have a motion to adjourn.
And a second.
A second. All in favor?
Hi.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, guys.
you.
Good
Um,
meeting. Good-
Renee